Hi, and welcome back to another episode of What is Going On at Pendlehaven. I'm here with Chris, and we're going to talk about Vanagard. So, Chris, what type of runic game system does Vanagard use?
It uses something called the Storytelling Runic Gaming System, or STRGS. It's meant to be a light system that you can run things in really quickly.
Okay, and so how does that system work with players making characters or trying to do something?
Well, when you make characters, you're given a bunch of seed cards. And as you play the game, you'll be forced with certain challenges that need you to use certain talents. Right there and then, you can decide what your character is good at as you play, filling out your cards as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Once you fill out a seed card, it becomes an essence card, so it's locked. You're learning about your character while you play. At the end of the first story, you have a solid character in your hand.
So you can actually build a character while you play.
Exactly.
That's an awesome feature, don't you think? So, the players are going to go on an adventure, and the adventure cards are revealed, these story cards that show a nice image of what's going to happen. How do the players use these story cards to kind of drive the narrative forward?
Well, when you lay down a map card in the game, it has a picture, and then you draw a rune, and that rune links to a talent. So say you draw a picture of a Svartalfar, and then you draw a, chase talent. That kind of triggers a little story in your head. So what does it have to do with Svartalfar and chasing? Well, the Svartalfar could be chasing you, or you could be chasing out the Svartalfar, or maybe something's chasing you both. And you can use that to build on the story. The first chapter, you set things off, but then you build on the other chapters. So say in the other chapter, you ran into a Fire Jotun. Well, then when you throw chase, you could realize, both of you are running away from the Fire Jotun.
Makes sense. So what kind of talents can a player apply on their character sheet, which is a combination of like nature cards and talents?
Well, the talents are as follows. There's chase, which is how fast you are and how quick, how speedy, and how well you fly if you're a flying vanfolk. There is hunt, which is your ability to sneak and basically ninja with weapons and so
Oh, I
forth.
like that one.
Yep. Then there is speakwise, which is your ability to store knowledge, your wisdom, and your power to control the spirits. Then there is work, which is basically your hardiness, your toughness, and your ability to craft wonderful things with your hands. Then there is play, which is your ability to sort of be charming, be graceful, be funny, be a bit of a trickster. Loki has a high play. And finally, there is lead, your ability to be inspirational and strong-willed and gather people to do things. It's a pretty handy skill.
That seems to cover like pretty much anything a character would need.
Exactly. And I based it sort of on the RGS rule of 3. In the original RGS game, Ragnarok, you had physical, mental, spiritual. Well, this just expands on that. I thought, okay, 2 physical skills, hunt and chase. 2 social skills, play and lead. 2 sort of mental skills, well, work and speak-wise.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, how does, let's say, damage work? Right? Is there a way like a player gets knocked out of a scene?
Yes. During the game, when you face a challenge, you take on a certain amount of risk. So you decide how difficult something is going to be. The more risk you take, the greater the reward. But if you fail, you lose your risk in cards. And when you lose cards, that represents you getting hurt or exhausted or just frustrated. Once you're out of cards, your character is either so beat up that he needs a rest, or just so frustrated that he leaves the scene. And then later on, you can recover cards and come back.
Fantastic. Well, that's the STRGS in a nutshell. And we're going to cover more aspects in a subsequent video. So subscribe, like, and follow the next one. See you later.